Nicole from Nicole's Nails. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I upload new videos every single week. So today's video is something I am very excited to share with you all. I have the winter collection from Orly. This is actually, I think this is the second Orly video that I have recorded, but I think this is going to be the first Orly video I have that actually goes up. I also recorded their Lisa Frank collection like a month or two ago, whenever it was released, and I never got around to editing it, so let me know if you all would like me to get around to editing that and I can get it uploaded. I am a member of the Orly Color Pass, so I get all of their collections. So I don't know when these are going to be available. Hi, Editing Nicole here. So just a heads up, I recorded this last month. Since I recorded this, this is available now on the Orly website. I believe it is also popping up in stores now as well. On the Orly website and all their various stockists and all that. If I see this available to purchase anywhere other than the Orly Color Pass, I will have that link down in the description box. Just a heads up, if you want to pick up Orly polishes at a deep discount, I would recommend checking out 88 Beauty. One more editing note, I just noticed that 88 Beauty apparently no longer does Orly polishes at a deep discount, which really sucks. Or Head to Toe Beauty, they will have Orly polishes at like 50% off. I think they're normally like $4 or $5 versus the $8. If you want to pick up the whole collection and you want like future Orly releases, I would highly recommend the Color Pass. Color Pass is a really good discount, especially if you do the yearly membership. So yeah, let's just get into the video. I feel like I've blabbered on enough. First up, we have Awestruck. On the Orly website, it is described as a fuchsia shimmer. I would say that that description is pretty accurate. It has like a very slight color shift to it. It looks a little metallic on the nail. So this polish had a really great formula. It did seem to want to run down the stem of the brush quite a bit. You will see here that I did end up overloading my nail with nail polish because it just kind of ran down. So do be mindful of that when you're polishing. I did find that this one was a little bit streaky on the first coat. In the second coat, most of the streaks evened out, but it was still just a little bit too uneven for my personal taste, so I'm swatching it here in 3 coats. There are some brush strokes in that shimmer, so do be mindful of that on your final coat, not so that you get basically straight lines. I found this polish had a very slight color shift to it. It was like a fuchsia to maybe like a hot pink or a magenta color shift. It was really beautiful. So I did not have any issues with staining. Removal for all of the polish in this collection will be very easy. Next up, we have Dancing Embers. On the Orly website, it is described as a golden red shimmer. I found the description on this to be mostly accurate. I feel like the red paired with that golden shimmer gives us a very like orangey coral kind of look on the nail. In my swatch notes, I wrote it down as being a deep coral shimmer. This polish had a pretty good formula. It did feel slightly on the thinner side, but it was surprisingly opaque. Make sure to keep an eye on the stem of the brush so you don't overload your nail with polish. Also, there are some brush strokes through that shimmer, so be mindful on your final coat. So I was honestly surprised that I like this one. I don't tend to like red polishes that lean orangey. I just don't like the way they make my skin look. But this one was actually really nice. I found the very slight color shift was like a reddish to like an orangey kind of shade. Issues with staining, it dried down fairly glossy, but my photos do show it with top coat. Next up, we have Ephermeral. I never can say this word correctly, so hopefully that was right. So on the Orly website, they describe this one as a sheer golden iridescent shimmer. When I was swatching this one, I wasn't sure if this was supposed to be a topper or worn on its own. So I'm swatching it here in 3 coats. On my ring finger, I have it in 1 coat over black. In hindsight, I probably should have put it in 1 coat over white. But this one was pretty. I was honestly a little underwhelmed by this. I feel like I have at least 3 different polishes in my collection that are pretty much dupes for this one. So this was the polish that I was the least excited about. I thought the formula had a great formula. It did not run down the stem of the brush. It was really gorgeous. But like I don't know, I was just a little underwhelmed by it. I think I like it in 3 coats. There was a tiny bit of visible nail line, but nothing too bad. If you don't own anything like it already, I would recommend it. But if you have something that is vaguely similar, I would say pass. Nothing in here will dry down textured or be overly difficult to remove. And now we have Flight of Fancy on the Orly website. This is described as a violet shimmer. This polish had a wonderful formula. I did not have any issues with it at all. in person, I was seeing like a plum to magenta color shift. This was absolutely gorgeous. So this one had really great coverage in one coat. If you go in for thicker coats, I think this could definitely be a one coater. I swatched this one in 2 coats. So this one is not as brush strokey as some of the previous polishes, but there were just some slight brush strokes. This also dried dull, so I did use top coat for my swatch photos, and no issues with staining. Next up, we have Touch of Magic on the Orly website. This is described as a sheer bronze iridescent shimmer. While I was swatching this one, in my notes, I wrote this down as like a champagne shimmer with a pink to a gold color shift. So this polish had a really great formula. I did not find it to run down the stem of the brush like some of the previous polishes. This one is very sparkly, very gorgeous. The shimmer aspect in this is a larger particle size. If this was an indie polish, I might even call it like a micro flake or maybe like a fleck. It gives a very glittery look on the nail without like difficult removal like a glittery polish normally is. So this one is a little bit sheer. I had just a hint of visible nail line, so I also swatched this one in one coat over black. I think this one will work well as both on its own as well as a topper. Personally, I like it in 3 coats on its own. You will want top coat for a nice glossy finish, and this will not be difficult to remove. And the final polish is called Whispered Lore. This is described as a golden olive shimmer polish. This polish had a really great formula. I found in person it seemed like it was like a metallic duochrome. I was seeing a gold to green color shift with like hints of blue at extreme angles. I think for the most part when you have this one on your nail, you're mostly going to be seeing like a gold and a green. So this one does show quite a bit of brush strokes. Most of them disappear as the polish dries, but you will still see some on your final layer of polish once the polish is completely dry. This one looks absolutely gorgeous. So this had pretty good coverage in 2 coats, but it was still just a tiny bit sheer, so my swatches show it in 3 coats. This is just absolutely gorgeous. If you have a lot of mainstream polishes, I would be surprised if you didn't have a dupe to this somewhere in your collection. But if you don't have a dupe to this, this is absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend it. So, final thoughts on this collection. I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed that there weren't any like actual glitter polishes in this one. Last year's winter collection, I liked a couple of the polishes, but they weren't my thing, hence why I didn't swatch them, because I didn't really like them that much. But I was very interested in this color story. So the polish that I was most interested in, just straight from looking at the box, was Awestruck. I thought this one looked really cool, but overall I will say that I like the collection as a whole. I thought, what is this? Ephermeral? Ephermeral, I think it's pronounced. I thought this one was a little underwhelming. I feel like I've seen this like a bajillion times in other mainstream releases. And I'll fully admit, none of these are like super unique if you collect nail polish on a regular basis. That doesn't make them any less beautiful, but they're not the most unique polishes, but I thought they were really beautiful. Awestruck is still going to be my top pick. This is the one that I really liked. And I also really liked Touch of Magic as well. I thought this was really beautiful. So I don't regret getting the Orly Color Pass. So to talk more about Color Pass, one of the reasons why I subscribed to the Orly Color Pass was when I started swatching last year. Yeah, when I started swatching last year and I kept getting toppers, I kept finding that I didn't have a lot of creme finish polishes because I am mainly an indie person. I like glitter, I like shimmer, I like flakies. Like, I don't really gravitate towards creme polishes too much. So I subscribed to the Color Pass thinking I would get like a ton of cremes, which is true. I have gotten quite a few. So for each month with the Color Pass, along with the collection, you also will get a couple of bonus items. In the past, bonus items have included like top coat, a cuticle pusher, some keychains, pins, just a lot of random stuff. Sometimes it's nail polish, sometimes it's not. This month, the bonus item was a really big hair clip, which I was just kind of like,
that's weird.
In typical Nicole fashion, I have since lost the hair clip, so I can't show it to you all. I'll put a picture up in the corner. But the hair, I fully recognize that the hair clip was not made for locks. Like, I fully recognize that. I have a lot of hair. I couldn't get the hair clip to work on me. I tried really hard, but it just did not work on me. The second bonus item was also an I think it's, yeah, it says this is a ColourPass exclusive called The Spice Is Right. I'll put a swatch picture up in the corner. It was a pretty polish, like it wasn't, not my usual thing, but it was pretty, it was nice enough, good formula. So I do think ColourPass is worth it, but only under very specific conditions. If you want to beef up your nail polish collection, definitely get it. If you find yourself buying Orly polishes on a regular basis, it could be worth it. But if you have a lot of creme finish polishes, if you gravitate towards glitter, shimmer, flakies, all those special components, I wouldn't say go for it. I've noticed that so this is my second winter collection, and I have noticed that only the winter collections really seem to get these specialty finishes. Overall, I think it's worth it. Definitely use a coupon code when you are ordering it because you can save like $10 it usually is. So yeah, I would love to know what everyone thought of this collection. I also would like to know if people who watch my channel would like me to do more mainstream releases. Fall collection's been sitting on my swatch table since like August now. I want to do more purchased videos, so make sure to like this video. Let me know that you like it when I do collections outside of indies. What do you think of this release? Do you subscribe to Orly ColourPass? Well, let me know. I am curious. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic week. I'll talk to you on the next video.